Today's episode is a scorcher. Buckle up, my darlings, because we're peeling back the layers of yet another desperate attempt to tarnish Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's names, this time by dragging the late Queen into it. Yes, you heard that right. In a staggering posthumous twist, tabloids now claim Her Majesty thought Meghan was a complete catastrophe. A supposed insider is making these claims, conveniently years after the Queen's passing when she can't defend herself. Sounds familiar? Oh, it's the royal smear machine at work again. Let's unpack this calculated fiction with facts, clarity and fire. A new storm is brewing around Queen Elizabeth II's legacy, one that claims she saw Harry and Meghan as a complete catastrophe. This alleged sentiment, attributed to the late monarch, has sent shockwaves through royal watchers and the public alike. These words, surfacing only after her passing, feel less like genuine insight and more like a weapon aimed at reopening old wounds. They echo through the media, reigniting debates and fueling speculation about the true nature of the Queen's relationship with her grandson and his wife. We must ask, where do these claims come from and why now? Who stands to benefit from reviving such controversy? And what is the real motivation behind these anonymous sources? The Queen was known for her discretion, her unwavering sense of duty, and her deep love for her family. Would she truly harbour such harsh sentiments in secret, or is this simply another attempt to shape her legacy for modern headlines? This narrative seeks to validate relentless criticism of the Sussexes by attributing it to the Queen herself. But without concrete proof, it becomes just another tool for division, pitting family members and the public against each other. Are we willing to let anonymous whispers and unverified stories tarnish the memory of a beloved monarch and her family? Or do we owe it to history and to ourselves to look deeper? We must demand evidence, question motives, and remember the Queen for her steadfast leadership, her grace under pressure, and her lifelong commitment to unity, not for unverified, posthumous quotes that serve only to divide. The truth deserves more than hearsay. It deserves careful scrutiny, respect for the facts, and a refusal to let rumour overshadow reality. Let's not allow gossip to rewrite history or diminish the legacy of a monarch who dedicated her life to service. The Queen's legacy is too important for that. Let us honour her memory by seeking truth, not sensationalism. At the heart of this controversy are the ever-present anonymous insiders. These stories rely on unnamed sources, faceless, unaccountable and impossible to verify. No tapes, no letters, no official confirmation, just whispers in the shadows. In any other context, such evidence would be dismissed outright. Yet, in the court of public opinion, these sources are treated as gospel. This closed loop of information serves media interests, not the public's right to know. Meghan and Harry are left fighting shadows, unable to defend themselves against quotes from the grave. We must be discerning, recognise the difference between real reporting and strategic gossip. When a story relies solely on unnamed sources, our scepticism should be at its highest. Until there's concrete evidence, these are just rumours designed to stir controversy. Compare these persistent rumours and sensational headlines, which often paint a dramatic picture of royal discord, to Queen Elizabeth II's actual words and actions, which have always been measured, thoughtful, and rooted in tradition. In her official message about Harry and Meghan stepping back from royal duties, the Queen spoke not of scandal or catastrophe, but of family, understanding and support. Her tone was calm and compassionate, emphasising unity over division. She called them much-loved members of my family, a phrase that carried genuine warmth and acceptance, making it clear that her affection was not diminished by their choices. Her public gestures, such as inviting Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland, to spend Christmas with the royal family and sharing joyful, candid moments with Meghan, were unmistakable signals of welcome and inclusion. To believe the rumours is to believe that her public warmth was merely a charade, which contradicts everything we know about her character and her decades of service. The Queen's annual broadcasts consistently emphasise the importance of family, reconciliation and understanding, even during times of challenge or change. She was a bridge builder, someone who sought to bring her family together, not someone who condemned loved ones in private or allowed rifts to define her legacy. We can trust the evidence of her public record, her consistent support, her visible love and her unwavering commitment to her family's unity. The Queen's legacy is found in her words and deeds, in the countless moments of kindness and dignity she displayed, not in unprovable gossip or anonymous claims. Let's remember her for what she showed us, her grace, her compassion and her steadfastness, not for what anonymous sources claim behind closed doors. Her true character is clear for all to see, reflected in a lifetime of public service and genuine affection for those around her. A damaging myth persists in the public imagination, a myth that Meghan Markle meticulously plotted her way into the royal family, as if every step she took was part of a grand, self-serving design. This narrative strips away her sincerity and humanity, reducing her to a caricature of a calculating outsider, rather than recognizing her as a real person with genuine feelings and intentions. It conveniently ignores the reality. Meghan left behind a successful acting career, her home, and the comfort of privacy, all for the sake of love, not for the pursuit of fame or status. To label her as a mere social climber is to overlook the profound sacrifices she made and the authentic, deep connection she shares with Harry, a bond that has been tested time and again. This persistent trope is deeply rooted in old harmful stereotypes, especially those directed at ambitious women of colour, who are often unfairly scrutinised and misrepresented in the media. Such narratives delegitimize her rightful place within the royal family, casting her as untrustworthy and unwelcome from the very beginning, regardless of her actions or intentions. We must challenge this fiction and look beyond the headlines to see their story for what it truly is. A deeply human journey filled with love, adversity, and the courage to stand together against overwhelming odds. Harry is not a passive participant, he is a grown man with agency, and Meghan is a successful, independent woman. Their choices are their own, made together as partners, not as pawns in a larger game. Their story is not a conspiracy or a carefully orchestrated plot, but rather a testament to their resilience, their commitment to each other, and their willingness to face adversity head-on. It's time to retire this tired myth and recognize the real, complex people behind the headlines, a couple navigating extraordinary challenges with strength and grace. It's unsettling to see Queen Elizabeth II's memory being weaponized for today's modern feuds and controversies. In life, she was a symbol of unity and stability. In death, her legacy is being twisted to legitimize old biases and new divisions. By putting harsh words in her mouth, critics claim the ultimate validation for their relentless attacks on Meghan and Harry. The Queen can no longer defend herself. Her legacy is now a tool for others' personal agendas and narratives. This is a profound disrespect to a woman who valued privacy, dignity, and a lifetime of service. We must protect her memory from manipulation and remember her for her unwavering duty and grace. Her legacy is not a weapon in a never-ending media war. Rejecting these unproven stories honours both her and the Sussexes, preserving dignity for all. Why does the campaign against Harry and Meghan persist? Their story challenges a powerful status quo. They chose personal freedom over tradition. For tabloids, the Sussexes are a profitable source of drama. Conflict sells. A Quiet Life in California doesn't generate headlines, but a catastrophe does. Financial incentives keep the drama alive, often at the expense of truth. Their openness about royal life threatens the mystique of the monarchy and exposes the toxic palace-press relationship. The attacks are punishment for speaking out and a warning to others. Yet, Harry and Meghan's resilience is remarkable. They continue to build their lives despite relentless scrutiny. Their success outside the royal framework proves there's another way to serve and thrive. For some, that's an uncomfortable truth. We must look beyond headlines and whispers and seek fairness and truth. Using the Queen's memory to attack her own family is a disservice to all. Let's remember her for her actions, not for rumours. Her legacy is one of unity, dignity and love for her family, including Harry and Meghan. The Sussexes' journey is not a catastrophe, but a testament to courage and commitment. Supporting them is about fairness, not taking sides, Let's reject gossip, demand evidence, and value truth over traffic. Honour the Queen by protecting her legacy from manipulation. Respect Meghan and Harry's right to build their lives in peace. The royal family's story is a human one. Let's treat it with the empathy and respect it deserves. So what do we call this? Strategic propaganda disguised as royal gossip? My darlings, we will not be fooled. Meghan and Harry continue to be scapegoats for a crumbling institution unwilling to evolve. And if using the voice of a departed monarch is the best weapon they've got left, then it shows just how much the Sussex's truth still rattles the palace walls. Stay sharp, stay loud, and stay proud. I'm Adrian, and this has been Meghan and Harry Tales, where we defend what's right, not what's royal. Subscribe, share, and keep the truth alive.